What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I have a very exciting video for you, a very informative video that's going to change your iron outlook for good. I have the same tip that I use for about 90% of my lessons out here that helps change their iron ball striking almost immediately. And I'm ready to share that with the Shot Shaver Golf community today. Thanks for joining us. All right, so let's get right into this tip and my outlook on iron ball striking. Now, I tend to simplify the game more so than most people, but I think that's an asset from an instructional standpoint because it's very easy to understand. Now, in the simplest way possible, when you're hitting a golf ball, it's all about the leading edge's interaction with the golf ball. Now, in an ideal situation, the leading edge is gonna go all the way underneath the golf ball. The ball is going to roll up the face and then launch. Something that we see so often though is that the leading edge of the club right here is going to hit the equator or above on the golf ball, which makes it physically impossible to become airborne. Okay, I'm going to say that one more time because it's very, very important. And this is why golf is so difficult, and it's a part of the game that's often glanced over. This is a perfect shot. This is a skull over the green. So now when you get deflated about hitting a top shot or sculling it a little bit, you're an inch away from a perfect shot, I promise you that, and this tip's gonna help you get to that position every time. So now let's break down how easily a topped or a thin shot can happen in the golf swing. Now, if you look at my position at address here, okay, you're gonna notice that my spine angle is just in whatever position it's in. Now, notice the position the spine angle's in there, and now notice that if I get my spine angle back to impact and I'm here, I'm now topping the golf ball and I hit the middle of it. So just one more time, so if you could even notice me standing up. Right now I'm at a good position. If I get back to impact and my spine angle decreased even this much, I'm topping the golf ball. So now if your spine angle is decreasing through the golf ball and you're standing up out of your posture, chances are the club is not going to be low enough at impact to have a good ball strike. So now what we talked about in the first place, right? For a good strike, we need the leading edge to be all the way below the golf ball so it's able to roll up the face. If it's even a quarter inch, half an inch too high, it's gonna be a slightly thin shot all the way to a topped or potentially a missed shot if you stand all the way up out of it. So now, what I want you thinking about during the swing is that we're not working as much down in our backswing. So what I wanna get into now is why those top shots happen so often, okay? So what happens during the swing is that often we get closer to the golf ball as we go back, okay? So our spine angle is going to actually increase. We're gonna get closer to the golf ball, and now we're gonna have to jump up out of our spine angle to just avoid bottoming the club out 2 feet behind that golf ball. So now when that happens, if I'm having every swing where I'm jumping up out of my spine angle, I'm probably not gonna have a lot of solid contact on that golf ball. So what I want you guys to think is that we're now working a little bit more up on our backswing, or at least just staying in our original spine angle, so that we're now able to work down and through into this golf ball and compress it like we're really, really supposed to do. So one more time, quick recap. If we're working down in our backswing and having to stand up on the way through, chances are the leading edge of the golf club is going to meet the equator of the golf ball, which is going to give it the inability to get into the air. So if we want the leading edge of the club to do just what it's supposed to do and work down and through the golf ball, we have to make sure that our posture on the backswing allows us to now work down into impact. All right, so now is a quick recap of that ramble that I just went on there that hopefully provided some value to you guys in regards to ball striking and where that leading edge needs to be to deliver a solid strike that we're looking for. So now from a swing perspective, one more time that you can see face on, if I drop in my backswing and I'm now required to stand up through impact, my club is probably not going to be low enough for a good strike. And you can see there, my leading edge is at above the equator of this golf ball. I'm gonna top it or hit it very, very thin. So if I wanna feel myself work down through the golf ball, I have to have a nice tall posture at the top of my swing, so I'm able to now work down and through the ball, getting the leading edge all the way below it, and taking a good forward striking divot, right? That ball first contact, the divot after the golf ball is what we're looking for a good clean strike on that golf ball. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that video today on iron ball striking. We often forget how difficult of a game this really is, okay? If you have that leading edge a half of an inch above where it's supposed to be, you could be sculling or topping the ball all day, when just staying in your posture and staying down through the ball can be the real difference in good, solid, consistent ball striking. I appreciate you guys tuning into the video today. If you like what you saw, be sure to subscribe below, and I'm looking forward to shaving shots off all your games today.